Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this episode of my tutorial video channel. In this episode, I will discuss Engel'S curve. This is part 4 of Engel'S curve. Here I will discuss how could you derive the Engel'S curve from a given utility function, and how could you determine their slopes. One utility function is given, which is u equals to x to the power a y to the power b, where a and b are greater than 0 and a plus b is equal to 1. There are two questions there, and prices of x and y are px and py. The two questions are: find the Engel'S curve for x and y. This is number 1, and number 2 is determine the slopes of the Engel'S curves. So one utility function is given. We have to find out the Engel'S curves for x and y, commodity x and commodity y, and then we have to determine the slopes of the Engel'S curves. So let's get into solving the problem. First, part 1, that is Engel'S curve from the utility function. The utility function is u equals to x to the power a y to the power b. Therefore, marginal utility of x, that is a mu sub x, equals to del u del x equals to ddx of x to the power a y to the power b. Right? Marginal utility of x, that is a mu sub x, is del u del x, that is ddx of the utility function x to the power a y to the power b. This gives us mu x equals to a x to the power a minus 1 y to the power b. So this is the marginal utility of x according to this utility function. Similarly, we would find out mu y. Therefore, marginal utility of y, that is mu sub y, equals to del u del y equals to dd y of the utility function, that is x to the power a y to the power b. This gives us mu y equals to b y to the power b minus 1 x to the power a. So we have computed the marginal utility of x and marginal utility of y by differentiating x and y, by differentiating u with respect to x and y respectively. Now at equilibrium, mu x by mu y divided by mu y equals to px by py, that is ratio of marginal utilities is equal to the ratio of prices. So mu x over mu y equals to px over py. This gives us, what is mu x? A x to the power a minus 1 y to the power b over mu y, that is by to the power b minus 1 into x to the power a. This is equal to px over py, right? This is mu x and this is mu y. Mu x is ax to the power a minus 1 into y to the power b, and mu y is by to the power b minus 1 into x to the power a, which is equal to px divided by py. This gives us a x to the power a minus 1 into x to the power minus a divided by b y to the power b minus 1 into y to the power minus b equals to px over py. This gives us ax to the power a minus 1 minus a divided by by to the power b minus 1 minus b equals to px by py. This gives us ax to the power a minus 1 minus a, so plus a minus a go away, ax to the power minus 1 divided by, here it is by to the power b minus 1 minus b, so plus b minus b go away, remains by to the power minus 1 equals to px by py. This means a y to the power 1 divided by b x to the power 1 equals to px by py. This means ay divided by bx equals to px by py. Therefore, px into bx equals to py into ay, right? This gives us x equals to py into ay, py into ay divided by px into bx, right? X equals to py into ay divided by px into bx. Similarly, y equals to px bx divided by py a here x equals to py into ay divided by px into b, and y equals to px into bx divided by py into a, right? So we have computed the value of x and y by equating the ratios of marginal utilities with ratio of prices. Now the budget equation is m equals to xpx plus ypy. This is the standard equation of budget line, correct? M equals to xpx plus ypy, that is x, that is quantity of x into price of x, plus quantity of y into price of y. Now here we put the value of y in this equation. Say this is equation number 1. Putting the value of y, that is px into bx by pya, putting the value of y in the budget equation, what we get? M equals to xpx plus, in place of y we put px bx by py into a, px bx divided by py into a into py. We have put the value of y in this budget equation. So py goes away, so remains, therefore m equals to xpx plus px bx divided by a, right? So m equals to x px plus px into b into x divided by a. This gives us m equals to, we take x px common, so remains 1 plus b divided by a. Therefore x equals to m divided by px into 1 plus b by a. So this is Engel's curve for x. X equals to m by px into 1 plus b by a. This is the Engel's curve for x. Then that is the equation of Engel's curve for commodity x. Similarly, putting the value of x, here we have put the value of y, here we are putting the value of x in the budget equation. What do you get? M equals to, we are putting the value of x now. What is x? Py into ay, py into ay divided by px into b, py into ay divided by px into b into px plus ypy, px in numerator and denominator, so px goes away. What remains? M equals to px ay divided by b plus ypy. M equals to px into ay divided by b, px has gone away, plus ypy. Therefore m equals to, we take ypy as common, so p equals to ypy within bracket a by b plus 1. Therefore y equals to m divided by py into within bracket a by b plus 1. So this is the Engel's curve. Engel's curve for y. So we have derived the Engel's curve for commodity x and commodity y from the given utility function. What we have done? We have first differentiated u with respect to x to find out the marginal utility of x, that is mu x equals to del u del x, which is ddx of the utility function x to the power a y to the power b. Therefore mu x equals to, mu sub x equals to ax to the power a minus 1 y to the power b. Similarly mu y equals to, in finding out the marginal utility of y, that is mu sub y, we have differentiated u with respect to y, that is del u del y equals to dd y of x to the power a y to the power b. Therefore mu sub y, that is marginal utility of y, equals to by to the power b minus 1 into x to the power a. Now at equilibrium, the ratios of marginal utilities is equal to the ratio of prices. Therefore, MUX divided by MUY will be equal to PX by PY at equilibrium. Now at equilibrium, MUX by MUY equals to PX by PY. Now we have put the value of MUX and MUY in this equilibrium condition. That is MUX by MUY is equal to PX by PY. So AX to the power a minus 1 into y to the power b divided by by to the power b minus 1 into x to the power a equals to px by py, and therefrom we have found out the values of x and y. Correct? We have found out the values of x and y. Now the budget equation is given by m equals to x px plus y py, that is quantity of x multiplied by price of x plus quantity of y multiplied by price of y, that gives the total income, that is m equals to x px plus y py. Now in this budget equation we have put the values of x and y. First we have put the value of y. So we have found out m equals to x px into within bracket 1 plus b by a. Therefore x equals to m divided by px into within bracket 1 plus b by a. This is the Engel'S curve for commodity x. Similarly we have put the value of x in this equation number 1, and we have found out m equals to py into ay divided by px into b into px plus y py. Therefore m equals to px ay by b plus y py. Then m equals to y py within bracket a by b plus 1. So y equals to m divided by py into within bracket a by b plus 1. This is the Engel'S curve for y. So solution to part 1 of the problem is done. We have derived the Engel'S curves for commodity x and commodity y. Now we have to find out or determine the slopes of those curves. Okay. So I am putting here, no, I don't have any space here. So I have to erase some parts. Okay. Let me try here. First come to Engel'S curve for x. M equals to x into px within bracket 1 plus b by a. Sorry, m equals to x into px into within bracket 1 plus b by a. Now the slope of the curve is given by dm dx, that is we have to differentiate m. Therefore slope is equal to dm dx equals to px within bracket 1 plus b by a. So px is positive, a and b are positives. Therefore this is positive, this is greater than 0. This means the Engel'S curve is upward sloping and starting from the origin. Correct? Therefore EC for x is upward sloping from origin. Right? Here we are doing the part 2. What we have done? m equals to x into px into within bracket 1 plus b by a, and the slope of the Engel'S curve is given by dm dx. So dm dx equals to px into 1 plus within bracket 1 plus b by a. Now px is positive, a is positive, b is positive, therefore px within bracket 1 plus b is greater than 0, and there is no positive intercept of either x-axis or y-axis. So the curve is originating from the origin of starting from 0, and since it is positive, this is upward sloping, correct? Now we are doing the remaining part, that is slope of Engel'S curve for y here. Here m equals to m equals to y into py into within bracket a by b plus 1. M equals to y into py into within bracket a by b plus 1. The slope is dm dy equals to py into within bracket a by b plus 1. This is greater than 0. Since py is greater than 0, a is greater than 0 and b is greater than 0, so the whole thing is greater than 0, and there is no intercept in either x or y axis. That means the curve is upward sloping starting from origin. So it is upward sloping from origin, right? So here we have shown the Engel'S curve for x is upward sloping and starting from origin, and here we have shown the Engel'S curve for y is upward sloping and starting from origin. So we have solved part 2 of the problem. So both the parts 1 and 2 are already solved. So this is enough for this video. Here we have derived the Engel'S curves for commodity x and y from the utility function, and we have determined the slopes of the Engel'S curves. So far so good. I believe today's discussion is well understood by you. Still, should you have any doubt in your mind, if you have any query, if you think any point needs further explanation or clarification, please feel comfortable to let me know through the comment box. Okay, I shall be glad to respond to your all the relevant queries, doubts, and if you think the video is beneficial for you, please do share the video with your friends, brothers and sisters, so that they can also get benefit by watching this video. And finally, thank you very much for watching this video. Stay well and goodbye.